Tracy Wolfson. We've got one of the unbeatens against one of the unknowns.
Really, two unknowns. Indianapolis Colts 3-5. That surprises everybody. And of course, the play of Andrew Luck has been a mystery to everybody in the league. We'll see if he can correct some of the mistakes he's had this year here today.
This game is being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. And the Colts had the choice. They won the toss, elected to kick it away to Omar Bolden. Pat McAfee handles the kickoff chores. And a strong-legged boot to get this thing started. So Peyton Manning coming back out onto the field. The stadium, many say, is the house that Peyton built. Going for the record today, all-time career wins, as well as a shot at the all-time passing yardage mark. Needs 284 to move past Favre in that category. Watch the left side today. Ryan Harris starts. We'll see a lot of Columbus at left tackle as well. Thomas coming off back-to-back big games. And the running attack has come to life for Denver the last two outings. Hillman gets the start. He's been nursing a thigh bruise during the week, but he's a go. They fake it to him and toss it over to Sanders. And he is tripped up right away by Vontae Davis for no gain. And Sanders hobbles to the sideline as you look at this defense. David Perry, one of two rookies from Stanford on that defensive front. Freeman in on so many different plays. And Vontae Davis coming up with that tackle that in the end injured Emmanuel Sanders. Vernon Davis is on the field, just acquired this week in a trade from San Francisco, wearing number 80 that used to belong, of course, to Julius Thomas. And here's Manning on 2nd and 10, and that pass was thrown in the direction of Demaryius Thomas. And a 3rd and 10 coming up for Denver. Now, what happened to Emmanuel Sanders on the first snap of the game?
Quick screen to the outside. They love these screens to the wide receivers. And it's the injury. You see the left foot gets caught underneath. Great reaction by Vontae Davis.
So 3rd and 10 as Fowler comes over to the right side. C.J. Anderson wanting some clarification. And now the Broncos are set. Plenty of time on the play clock. Manning's throw caught by Fowler, fighting for the first and stopped inside of a yard short. Brought down by Darius Butler.
Well, emotion, the crowd noise. Darius Butler, number 20 in the slot. The extra defensive back. Let him catch it in front of the first down mark, and you got to make the tackle. Excellent job by Darius Butler. Vontae Davis, no yards after the catch.
So a foot short of the first, and on 4th down, out comes Britton Colquitt. A 3-and-out start for that Colts defense. Juan Bray is the returner who shifts over to his left and makes the catch and is immediately slammed down by Bolden. Great coverage by Omar Bolden after the 52-yard punt. And Colquitt loved the effort by his gunner, Omar Bolden. So now we'll see the Colts and Andrew Luck begin at the 18. They have been just awful at the start. They have not scored a touchdown in 4 of the 8 games in the first half. Big mission for them is to come out and get something going right away. It's Gore. And Gore plows ahead for about 5. They do have T.Y. Hilton on the field. It was a big question mark all week long with a foot sprain. Luck has won 2 of 3 matchups against Peyton Manning, including this past January in Denver in the divisional round of the playoffs. Costanzo is going to have a busy afternoon trying to contain the likes of DeMarcus Ware. And as we mentioned, Hilton, a lot of folks thought, even reported, he may not be playing today. He is out there to get this game started. Second and 5. And it's Gore again, and he's immediately into the arms of Malik Jackson. Now let's take a look at this defensive unit that is, in many minds, including ours, the best single unit in the league this year. The Denver defense led by Wade Phillips. Wolf was the defensive player of the week just last week with his play against Green Bay. And there's DeMarcus Ware and Chris Harris, who hasn't given up a touchdown pass thrown to his man in some 31 consecutive games.
Chris Harris goes with T.Y. Hilton. He even said to us last night, I sure hope he plays because he wants this one-on-one matchup.
3rd and 6. Pass deflected. Jackson makes plays back-to-back. A tackle for a loss and a knockdown. And the Colts come back with a 3-and-out of their own.
Well, it's not always about hitting the quarterback, just pushing the pocket. Malik Jackson is actually double teamed. And Jim, we've talked about him many times. We used to see him when he got a couple plays a game to turning into a starter and to a guy now that does his job very well.
McAfee to punt to Bolden. McAfee, 45 net average. Of course, Bolden taking over here for Emmanuel Sanders, who is their normal punt returner, but got injured on that first play. And the McAfee punt goes out of bounds near the 28. Call it the 29. 3 matchups. This is the second time they've met here. The first encounter, in fact, when Peyton had the return a couple of years ago. Luck and the Colts won that one, and then the Broncos won the season opener in 2014 before they met again at the end of last season, again in the playoffs, in the postseason, and Luck and Indianapolis ended Denver's season. And that loss for the Broncos triggered the firing of John Fox and brought in Gary Kubiak as the head coach. Play action fake and a little toss over to Owen Daniels, and he's got a blocker in front, wide open space. And Adams gets a little push out as well, but it's Lowry who was chasing after him, but it's a gain of 20.
Screen game is great when you talk to the Denver Broncos. 76, Tyler Columbus gets out front. This is a screen that actually hurt this Colts defense last week against the Carolina Panthers. So they saw it on film, they timed it right, and got great yardage out of it.
Cody Latimer is the receiver in there for Sanders, who remains on the sideline. First down carry. It's Hillman. Could have been a loss. Nice little sidestep move, picks up a couple. And of course, Gary Kubiak, he's not a stranger to coming here and trying to coach against the Colts. He came here 7 times as the man on the sideline for the Houston Texans. They never won any of those games here. Of course, most of those going against Peyton Manning. How about this? Emmanuel Sanders is back in on this play. 2nd and 8. He's got that ankle I'm seeing there. Sanders all taped up. There's the pass, and it's a little high. Sailed on him, looking for Fowler. Well, we saw Peyton last night in person. Great spirits, excited to be back in Indianapolis. Knows there's a couple of records in the balance today. The one he only really cares about is the all-time wins.
I think the other thing he really cares about, you're right there, Jim, the yards. None of that means nothing. It's about wins, but also he's excited because he thinks the offense is finally rounding in to the form that he wants to see. His offense, Gary Kubiak's offense, meshing together, and they had their best week of the year last week against Green Bay.
3rd and 8. Here comes pressure, pass away, and the pressure forced that throw to be off the money. Eric Walden was the one who was getting close to Peyton when he released it.
Well, they made him hold the ball for the extra count. 93, Peyton's looking for that hit step to get underneath him to make an in-cut throw to Caldwell, who's open, but good pressure on the outside by Eric Walden.
Well, Manning getting away just in time. He has not been sacked in his last 85 pass plays, and that incompletion sets up 4th and 8 from the 50.
Great start for the Colts defense the first 2 series.
Colquitt. Fair catch signal. And a generous Indianapolis bounce. Settling near the 20. We've got an update. Let's go back to the studio in New York.
A shootout in Pittsburgh.
What a day for Derek Carr, guys. 24 of 44, 301 yards. And this touchdown pass makes it 4 for the day. That's to Michael Crabtree, 38 yards. This game is tied with a minute 15 to go at 35.
The resurgent Raiders. Back to Jim Nantz.
Boy, that game has all kinds of, here we are midway point, all kinds of down the road wild card implications. Some wild ones in the early window, including Tennessee winning in overtime down in New Orleans. Mike Mularkey taking over as coach and getting a win. Here's a 1st and 10 handoff to Gore, and he's got a first down and a gain of about 17. Broke away from TJ Ward.
Well, when we talked to Costanzo, the left tackle, and he says Frank Gore's the guy that gets us going. Andre Johnson gets out in front and makes a block, but when he's running a course, it means the offensive line's dominating, getting some power, and that's how you get them going. And I think their run game has a chance to do well here today. This offensive line, the last couple weeks, has rounded into form, got more physical.
Of course, they've got a new play caller in offensive coordinator Rob Chudzinski taking over this week. As there was some upheaval, they fired Pat Hamilton. And here's a first down pass play, or is it? Gets it away, and it's knocked down by Aqib Talib. Thrown toward Andre Johnson. Oh, we've got another update out of the studio. Right back to you, JB.
Game-winning field goal by Minnesota, JB. That's Blair Walsh. That's 40 yards. Minnesota now goes to 6-2. They beat the Rams 21-18.
Back to Jim Nantz.
Thank you, JB and Boomer. And of course, Sean Hill had to come in for an injured Teddy Bridgewater late in that game. 2nd and 10 back here. And here's the give to Ahmad Bradshaw for no gain. And let's talk about Chudzinski taking over as the offensive coordinator here. Pep Hamilton, very popular with the players, goes back a long way with Andrew Luck in his days at Stanford, but the change was made.
Well, look, there's only so much he can do in 3 days. Calling the football game from the booth up top so he can see everything. But what's the difference? It's the sequence of play calls. You can give the same 10 plays to every team in the league. The most important thing about being an offensive coordinator, when you call those plays.
3rd and 10. Coming in on Luck, over the top he goes. Oh, what a collision. How did Hilton hold on to that? And it generates a flag on top of it on TJ Ward. The play picks up 28. Vicious hit on the backside of it. It's going to tack on yardage. Chris Harris was shaken up as well on that play.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 43 defense. They hit on the defenseless player. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
I have no idea how you can hold on to a football with contact like that, but he did.
Yeah, pressure. What a job by Jonathan Harrison at the last second to save Andrew Luck so he can get the football off. And T.Y. Hilton right down the middle of the field. Chris Harris expect him to go across, and that hit is high, helmet to helmet, above the shoulders. Personal foul and good call. But boy, Jonathan Harrison, the center, Jim, number 72, really has played excellent for the Colts offensive line and helped make that play with the extra time he gave Andrew Luck.
From the 20, first down. Luck connects with Whalen, who is wrapped up by Webster after 5, and we're right back to the studio in New York.
Carolina playing well.
Hey guys, in the midst of a Green Bay furious comeback here in the second half, Aaron Rodgers going to throw an interception. That's Thomas Davis. Carolina looks like they're going to go on to be 8-0, 37-29. Carolina over Green Bay right now with a few seconds left to play.
Back to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
Well, not a lot of talk about that this week. Here's Harris went out for that last play where you saw the collision. Now he's headed to the locker room. But that game between the Packers and the Panthers, that's going to come back come playoff time. Factor into home field. Very big possibility. 2nd and 5. And Luck from the pocket. Steps up. Takes off. And is about 2 yards short of the first. Trevathan was able to get to him. There's a flag in the secondary.
That's what you want to see Andrew Luck do today, Jim. Look, if they're not open, throw the ball away or run with the football. Good job that time.
Illegal use of the hands, hands to the face, number 36. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Well, this Denver defense now being challenged. They have not allowed a first quarter touchdown this season.
You know, just going back to Andrew Luck, Chuck Pagano said it perfectly, and there's a couple of plays already where he's standing there too long. He says, Andrew, you've got to know when to say when, because he's a big, tough guy, can stand in the pocket as good as any quarterback in the league. But this league is about rhythm, getting rid of the football, and don't get hit.
First and goal. Up ahead, Gore for the touchdown.
Look like a snake just slithering through the little openings, and that's Frank Gore. Just a good double team and a nice job by Jonathan Harrison. Again, double team Sylvester Williams, gets off on the linebacker and watch the little cutback by Frank Gore. And we said it already, they need to run that football straight ahead. It's just a great thing for this team to do to give them a chance to win today.
Well, they were aided by 2 defensive penalties, but an impressive drive, 81 yards they go. The drive actually began with a 17-yard Gore run, and then it ends with the touchdown from 7 yards out from Gore. Here's Harrison. You talked about how well he's been playing, and Thornton, and Gore has the touchdown, his 4th of the season.
Yeah, Harrison, the center, he just jumped out at me when I was watching him, some of the things he's done. We talked to Chuck McGunn. I know he's just a center, but he just says, hey, second year, not hitting that rookie wall, really playing well. And I think that, myself included, I've said some things about this Colts offensive line. And it's, like I said, it's rounded into shape here the last couple weeks. And what a start for the Colts, huh? The defense, 2 stops. The offense gets a long drive.
And gets something that's been a rarity.
That's
production right. At the start of a game.
At the start of the game.
That's got to make Szynski feel awfully good about things, because the last 2 games they had not produced a first half touchdown. 4 again out of the 8 games. No touchdown by the offense in the first half. They have one early today. Bolden's bringing it out. Bolden to the 21. Riff Whalen on the hit. Never miss a moment of football action with the CBS Sports app. Every play and score, every game and every highlight, right as they happen. Download the CBS Sports app now at cbssports.com/mobile.
I've got to ask you a question. The roof is open. Why is the roof open?
Just a chance to enjoy a late fall afternoon here.
Yeah,
54 degrees.
Yep. Wouldn't be because Peyton Manning's here.
Hillman for about 3. I really don't see what difference it would really make if you're presenting the argument that it's trying to make it a little colder here.
Yeah, I
mean, it's 54 degrees.
Jim, it's just about playing the head game. Hey, maybe they did it for all the right reasons, to let the fans enjoy the autumn fall day, and I just go, I don't believe it. Why are the windows then closed? Because when they were open earlier, you and I, papers were flying all around the booth because the wind is pretty strong outside.
Werner is there for the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, but a flag comes down. And a loss of 4. Well, if you're trying to get to him, why wouldn't you left the end zone window open? Make it even a little bit blustering around here.
Down.
Well, you know, I just don't have all the answers. I just can't give them all to you.
That's a rarity,
there
my friend.
Go. But again, just to watch that first, the penetration. The thing about the Colts, and some of these young guys, David Perry, Henry Anderson, rookie defensive lineman, they have been solid all year, but they just keep getting better and better, and they caused that loss of yards on that last run.
Now it's 3rd and long for the 3rd time already in this quarter for the Broncos. Caught by Thomas. And he's got the yardage.
Beautiful protection for Peyton Manning. Big pocket, safe zone. That's what you got to do. And you got to realize where's the yard marker. Darius Butler, I know his job is outside, but that receiver is 5 yards short of the first down marker. Peyton Manning gets that extra time and he gets that hitch step underneath him. He can still drive the football well enough to make tight throws.
Go. They fake the handoff to Anderson, going deep down the field and trying to stretch it out with Sanders almost. He had a step on Toller. Peyton knows he had an open man. Is just fractionally off.
Just needed more air on the football. Outside technique, little stutter go. Like you see that little hitch. And Peyton Manning gets in this building like he's done his whole career, always looking for that football that goes over the top, and usually it's with a double move like we saw with Sanders there.
Peyton coming off a fine showing against Green Bay last week. 340 yards passing, 2nd and 10. And that one escapes the hands of Anderson.
Got away from Peyton Manning a little.
With NFL Mobile, stream live local Sunday afternoon, primetime games, and NFL Red Zone. Right on your mobile device. Learn more at NFL.com/mobile.
You know, the thing for a defense, crowd noise, it's emotional. It's Peyton Manning, undefeated team. Don't be a hero. Get too aggressive, you'll give up a big play that leads to a touchdown.
And yet another 3rd and long. Every 3rd down's been at least 8 away. They connected the last time, and they do it again. Sanders so good on the sideline. They give him the catch.
Unbelievable throw and catch. It really was. And they're going to go hurry just in case it's not in bounds.
Sure don't see any evidence that he wasn't in bounds. And the play's in the books now as they hand it off for no gain.
But the anticipation of the throw, you know, you always hear this, but that was true on, you know, here, oh, he anticipated it, it's overstated. Not that time. Looked like he was really well covered. Sanders came out of the break, and there was the football low and outside.
So after no gain on that last play for Hillman, it's 2nd and 10. A drive that has seen them convert from 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10 as well. In play action, they come busting through. Sanders again for the 2nd time is walloped at the line of scrimmage. This time, Mike Adams.
Well, we're seeing a couple things. Good protection for Peyton Manning. He's making good throws. But so far, how about this open field tackling by the Colts? It is square, it's to the point, and they're going right to the ground.
Their coordinator, Greg Minuski.
Yeah, he's pretty excitable, isn't he?
Oh. There's a lot of energy out of that man every day, and he's got to like what he's seeing from his unit so far. But they need to stop him on 3rd down. They've given up a couple conversions on this series. 3rd and 9. It was a timeout called by Indianapolis.
Timeout. Indianapolis.
While we have a moment, let's get updated again. Back to New York.
Jim, Pittsburgh trying to win a shootout.
That's right, guys. Chris Boswell, 19 yards out, makes it 38-35 with 2 seconds left to go in the game. 597 total yards for the Pittsburgh offense. Antonio Brown, 17 catches, 284 receiving yards, both franchise records for the Steelers.
Landry Jones efficient, replacing the injured Ben Roethlisberger. Back to Jim Nantz.
Yeah, it didn't look good. Roethlisberger getting injured late in that game.
I did not see the injury. I just heard the report, and it did not sound good. But they gave you, we talked about just real quick, Landry Jones, so much work in the preseason, at least gives him a chance to perform if he has to replace Roethlisberger for a little bit.
Yeah, they've already lost Le'Veon Bell. Looks like an apparent ankle injury for Ben. 3rd and 9 coming out of a Colts timeout. Good protection, and that pays off with the, well, it's dropped in the end. Daniels did not hold. They're going to give him the catch, it looks like.
Was he contacted going to the ground? That'll be the point against D'Qwell Jackson. There you go. That's what.
Now they're ruling on the field incomplete.
Ruling on the field is incomplete.
That's a big call right there. That would have been a first down. Another conversion on 3rd and long. It would have picked up 12. What did you see there, Phil?
I think it's going to stay incomplete.
You see any reason to challenge it if you're Gary Kubiak?
No, I do not. I do not, Jim. As he's touched to go down, the football came out. Gary Kubiak's had plenty of time to have everybody upstairs talk to him, and they said don't challenge.
Colquitt with Bray back around the 10-yard line. Grabs hold of it at the 12. 39-yard punt. Three possessions, 3 punts so far for the Broncos. And the last time the Colts had it, they drove 81 yards for a touchdown. Colts lead it here 7-0. Driving 81 yards the last time they had it, resulting in a Frank Gore touchdown run from 7 yards out. Here's Gore again to start the 3rd series of the game for Indianapolis.
Got to see the game plan. Rob Chudzinski, what does he do? Kind of comes from the Norv Turner tree. Run the football hard, get some play actions. That's what we've seen so far.
7-0 the Colts here in Indianapolis. They've ridden Frank Gore so far in this first quarter, 31 yards and a touchdown, and he's got a 2nd and 7 here. Does Luck taking the snap from under center, and Adams Hilton trying to step around a couple of defenders. They've got a first down on gain of 12.
Well, you know, Jim, you look at T.Y. Hilton, looked pretty fresh right there. Thought he was going to be a game time decision, which he was. We didn't see him work out before the game. But Chris Harris, who a lot of times goes against receivers that are small, fast, and productive, just like T.Y. Hilton.
For those who didn't see it, Hilton on the touchdown drive had a 28-yard catch, and it was a 15-yard penalty added onto it because of a hit to the head. It was an amazing catch by Hilton. He was hit by Ward, who was flagged for it. And we got another flag here coming out from Brad Allen's crew.
Offside, defense number 58, unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, first down.
3rd defensive penalty on the Broncos. Jim Nance, Bill Sims, Tracy Wolfson, all the crew. Like to welcome everybody across the nation now. Everyone's here at Indianapolis as the Colts have jumped on top of the Broncos in the opening quarter. 7-0 on a Frank Gore touchdown run from 7 yards out, completing an 81-yard touchdown drive. This is Gore trying the right side on a 1st and 5 for only a yard. What have you seen so far here?
Well, I've just seen a little bit of a different mindset. Jim, we were at practice on Friday. My gosh, the Colts were practicing so hard you thought that was the game, but they've carried it over here to the game. And I go back to this. Andrew Luck says the 3 and outs, we've had so many. We're the reason we destroy our own defense. So a good start by them, physical start by this Colts offense here today.
Chris Harris was shaken up on the last Indianapolis possession. He went to the locker room and he just jogged back to the Denver sideline as Luck has time and has the completion. That goes to Moncrief. Do you know, coming into this game, Luck had only thrown 6 passes the whole year with the lead. Give you an example of how much that's incredible if you look that one up.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to see that or to think that when you're thinking of a team that was somewhat well, what a lot of people thought was going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Instead, 3 and 5 coming in. Harris is back on the field. Closing seconds of the first quarter. And a first down here for Indy. And they'll head on to the second quarter. 7-0 Colts after 1. We'll return after these messages. You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50.
Can you get the door?
Oh, yeah.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Can you see it right now?
No. Oh, geez.
That's it. That's it.
Southwest makes it easy to use rapid. Southwest makes it easy to use Rapid Rewards points for flights, which leaves a lot of room in your car rental budget. Rewards you can actually use. That's transparency.
The 33 is phenomenal.
We need to know, is there a life?
A gripping look at extraordinary courage.
We gotta pull together, get out of here.
An intense and highly emotional journey.
I'm not leaving without him.
The 33, rated PG-13, November 13th.
It was hard enough finding the right girl, but the perfect ring, there's no pressure there.
You found the perfect girl. Now let me and the diamond experts at Zales help you find the perfect ring. The Vera Wang Love Collection, designed for Zales, the diamond store.
For less than the average price of a car, you could be driving an extraordinary Mercedes-Benz. One that shatters the molds of design, shatters the standards of performance, and shatters the limits of technology. The 2016 GLA, starting at just $32,500, shattering expectations wherever it goes.
Isn't that your cue? I'm going to write an expose on Supergirl. Stop telling people who you are.
Supergirl!
I'm gonna go talk to him.
And if he doesn't want to talk,
Then I'll punch him real hard until he falls down. That always seems to work.
New Supergirl, CBS Monday, or stream it live or on demand.
So the first quarter saw the Colts pick up 87 yards against the #1 defense in the league. #1 against, well, yards allowed, total sacks, yards per play, fewest points. There's a first down carry by Gore. He's got 11 more, giving him 43 for the game.
Well, you think it's going to follow the tight end going across the formation or the wide receiver. No, it's right up the middle. And once again, you've said it, too. Harrison, Thornton, and Newhart, the left guard, they are winning the war inside. Of course, that's what it is. You talk about offense and defensive linemen.
Ooh, a flag just came out as the Colts broke huddle.
It's a personal foul, resting the face mask and the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Now, I've never seen one, but I've just saw finally a late flag. That is a really late call.
I mean, I was thinking that they grabbed somebody's face mask in the huddle because this play was dead 30 seconds ago.
It was amazing delay of call, but a proper call because it was absolutely a face mask.
What do you think? They looked up at the Jumbotron?
You know,
I mean, they're about to run the next play.
I always make fun. Oh, a late flag. What do you mean a late flag? They do it. No, that was a late flag.
Not even talking hurry up offense. The Colts had retreated, huddled. First down carry. Backed up this time. Gore into the arms of Wolf. Tomorrow, the Late Show, Stephen Colbert. Don't miss Ethan Hawke. Tuesday's got Shonda Rhimes. It's all new, only CBS.
Well, Derek Wolf back in the lineup after his 4-game suspension, and he is, to me, probably their most consistent run stopper. So they love having him back in there. Gives more freedom to guys like Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware.
Again, the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his efforts against Green Bay. 2nd and 11. Fleener at the 30. And tackled immediately by Ward. That last drive, the touchdown drive, here's a look.
Yeah, watch the center. Harrison, at the last second, gets Von Miller just enough out of the way. Wow, what a throw down the field by Andrew Luck, and what a catch. And then going into the end zone. Talked about it a few times already, the interior offensive line. Off to a great start. Wade Phillips doesn't sit back, blitz the last play. Colts had the right play call, a quick pass outside.
3rd and 6.
Go, go!
Luck has been true on his last 5 attempts. Trying to keep the drive going. Open man, a good piece of tackling by Ward. Prevents the first down for T.Y. Hilton. Keeps him at least a yard short of it.
They have such good cover, guys. This is not even a question. You don't even think about going forward here on 4th down and 1. You kick the field goal, especially up 7-0. But they blitzed. They're going to keep Andrew Luck in the pocket. You can do that when you have such good cover guys, which this Denver defense has.
Adam Vinatieri, it's going to be a 43-yard attempt. He's made 40 of his last 41 at Lucas Oil Stadium. Again from 43 yards, McAfee on the hold, and Vinatieri. His 488th career make, and it's 10-0 Indianapolis.
For adults with an advanced lung cancer called squamous non-small cell, previously treated with platinum-based chemotherapy, it's not every day something this big comes along. A chance to live longer. With Opdivo, nivolumab. Opdivo is the first and only immunotherapy FDA approved based on a clinical trial demonstrating longer life for these patients. In fact, Opdivo significantly increased the chance of living longer versus chemotherapy. Opdivo is different. It works with your immune system. Opdivo can cause your immune system to attack normal organs and tissues in your body and affect how they work. This may happen anytime during or after treatment has ended and may become serious and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you experience new or worsening cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, loss of appetite, swollen ankles, extreme fatigue, constipation, rash, or muscle or joint pain, as this may keep these problems from becoming more serious. These are not all the possible side effects of Opdivo. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant or lung, breathing, or liver problems. A chance to live longer. Ask your doctor if Opdivo is right for you. Bristol Myers Squibb thanks the patients and physicians who participated in the Opdivo clinical trial.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Transparency. Low fares, nothing to hide. USAA. On Veterans Day, USAA honors those who dared to take the oath. And by Mercedes-Benz. Experience truly great engineering today at your authorized dealer.
Aerial coverage of today's game is provided by DirecTV. As you look at Circle City, did you know that Elvis's last ever concert was here in Indianapolis?
No, but I do now.
Hey, now you know. And will this be, though, the question is, I'll go from Elvis to Peyton. Okay. Will this be the last time he ever plays here?
Look, knowing Peyton Manning, I'm definitely not going to say this is going to be the last appearance here.
It's intelligent enough to warn of danger from virtually anywhere. It's been smashed, dropped, and driven. It's perceptive enough to detect other vehicles on the road. It's been shaken, rattled, and pummeled. It's innovative enough to brake by itself, park itself, and help you steer. It's been in the rain, the cold, and dragged through the mud. Introducing the all-new Mercedes-Benz GLE. It's where brains meet brawn.
I state your name.
I, Brian Gore,
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend.
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
Against all enemies.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith.
me God.
So help me God.
This Thursday, look who's back on the market.
I have the soulful eyes of a cow.
I don't know if I'd say oh.
A new Big Bang Theory, CBS this Thursday.
Today's Next Gen Stats presented by Esurance, auto and home insurance for the modern world. Peyton Manning, 6 out of 12 so far for 57 yards. So far, they've run it 4 times for only 2 yards. Big reason why it's set up so many 3rd and longs. Now, this is the best rush so far. It's a good one by C.J. Anderson for 10. Let's take a look at Next Gen Stats presented by Esurance. The fewest average yards moved per pass play. You know, it doesn't surprise you for Brady and Manning, but it does as far as pure pass plays. Cam Newton's 3rd.
Yeah, how about that? Cam Newton stands in the pocket as good as anybody in the NFL.
Well, standing in the pocket and hitting his man. That's Fowler with a 2nd catch today. This one for a gain of 12.
Benny Fowler in the slot against number 20, Darius Butler. Peyton Manning loves these in cuts. Can see who's in front or underneath. And Fowler, what a good-looking receiver he is, big and strong.
That's Anderson for only a yard. And they're going to go no huddle here.
This used to be Tom Moore started to hurry up with Peyton Manning about 16, 17 years ago.
On the pocket over the top, and it is picked off. Off the deflection is Mike Adams. Did he get hurt? Looked like he got tripped up by his own teammate.
He could have got hurt as he was getting up off the ground. He was doing it so fast. That's when he went down.
The former Bronco, Mike Adams, makes the interception.
Rated M for mature.
What? Y'all don't know about Kevin? He's a bad man.
Kid's fearless, fast as a heart attack. Kevin's the king. He's unstoppable, untouchable.
What? Y'all don't know about Carl?
Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Play map packs 30 days early, only on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Sunday morning, I'm like a kid at Christmas.
How is that not a touchdown?
I like the variety of the league. It's really easy to use.
Choose a 1-week league, pick your team, and get your cash winnings after Monday night.
Live scoring on FanDuel is awesome.
It's good to see just my score rise and rise and rise.
Millions of people have already won money on FanDuel. It can really pay to be a fan. Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code COLOR.
A better network as explained by J.J. Watt chopping wood in the middle of the forest. Verizon has the largest 4G LTE network. What does that mean? Well, pretend J.J. Watt is your signal. It means even out here, way out here, you'll find your signal working hard. Really, really hard. Because that's what a strong network does. That and play football. Watch live, local, and primetime games on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
Criminal Minds, new episode CBS Wednesday, 9/8 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Call of Duty Black Ops 3, available now. And by Bud Light. Make the right call. Drink responsibly.
Eagle Cam. That's Challenger right there. 26-year-old bald eagle cared for by the nonprofit American Eagle Foundation. Mike Adams to the sideline after making the interception. It's the 8th consecutive game Peyton has thrown a pick, and then Gore takes it up the middle for 3. And it looked like his left ankle just gave way as he makes the pick.
See it?
Yep.
And then as he jumps up, it gives again. So when you're playing a guy like Peyton Manning, this is a big deal when you talk about safeties, because they got to get you lined up for the hurry-up offense. They watch the play clock to alert the guys what the call is.
Adams, who played for the Broncos, was their strong safety back in 2012 and 13. 2nd and 7. Luck with the time. Dangerous throw, almost right into the arms of Trevathan. 3rd and 7. Tomorrow on CBS, why be ordinary when it's your destiny to be super? Don't miss a new episode of the hit drama Supergirl. Tomorrow at 8, 7 Central, only CBS.
You have to play this Denver defense almost like the old days when it was Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis in their prime here in this building. The quarterbacks that would come in here and play say, I get a chance, I get to look at one receiver, and if they're not open, throw it away or run. You almost have to feel the same way playing Denver.
3rd and 7. Blitz, open man, it's Hilton. T.Y. Hilton to the 30-yard line. He got a lot of help. Everybody did, including Ahmad Bradshaw, helping out on the passing game with a block.
Well, the speed, watch the blitz. It's just not timed greatly. Andrew Luck sensed it, knew he had to get rid of it, and nobody covering T.Y. Hilton. Wow, is that amazing?
Yeah,
well, that's why there's nobody covering. Kobe Fleener just set a block to the outside, which was legal, fighting his way down the field. That's one thing you need to do against this defense. They play tight, so bunch the formations, cross each other, try to create confusion like we just saw.
What a job by Bradshaw picking up the blitz. It's a 30-yard gain. And now Luck goes down the field, and Fleener doing a good job of making sure that's not intercepted by Trevathan.
That's what you do as a receiver. You tell your quarterback, never worry about throwing it down the field. I will protect you. And Fleener does a great job. How about Trevathan? No. The two unsung heroes of this defense, which there are many heroes so far this season, talk about Denver, is Danny Trevathan and then Brandon Marshall, the two inside linebackers. Kind of one of the first things that Chudzinski he brought up to us. Hey, these two inside linebackers, they're smart, they're fast, and they can do everything.
Well, of course, they get overshadowed by the outside backers with Ware and Miller, but it's not a weak spot on this defense. 2nd and 10, but the Colts are certainly having the better of it today as Gore is still in bounds and backs out near the 6. Actually, they're going to spot him now back at the 11.
Play sequences, that's what I talked about. When do you call the plays? It's not sometimes the scheme, it's the selection of the timing, and that was perfect. How about Thornton getting outside?
Well, they mark him here at the 11. Watch this. He got all the way close to the 5. That's where they said he stepped out. I don't see a challenge flag coming out.
It's a big
Chuck
difference.
Pagano. 1st and 10 at the 11. And that play went for 19. Bradshaw is the running back. Trying to bounce outside. It's not there. Vance Walker, Derek Wolfe.
Well, you know, listen, just the way Denver plays defense, and Wade Phillips, we've talked about him many times, watched many different teams he's been the coordinator of. They don't care. They will crowd the line of scrimmage, and he'll call blitzes, and they just don't let up on the pressure. So they're crowding everybody up in there to make sure they stop the run. Why? Throw it. Our pass rush, our great cover guys. We trust that they can get the job done.
120. What's that?
On 2nd and 10. Luck, middle of the field. Whalen. I had 3 Broncos take a shot at him. He holds on for 8. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2.
Pretty evident. The pressure, the pocket, watch it. Another blitz. They're coming free. Andrew Luck stood in there. Vance Walker was right in front of him. And the good thing is, Jim, and you watch these receivers, they are catching it over the middle and putting 2 hands on that football because speed and contact are coming.
So Whalen, who made some big catches Monday night in that comeback attempt, gets him within 2 of a first. Gore's the running back. They're going to go up top for it. And over they go to Doyle. who reaches across, and it's a touchdown.
What a drive.
Jack Doyle, in his 3rd year, out of Western Kentucky, breaks the plane. Doesn't matter that the ball comes out. It's a touchdown for the Colts.
Well, they're going to hold, just make sure and look at it and confirm the touchdown. But the play calling, I got to give Rob Chudzinski a lot of credit. Keeping the Denver defense off balance. Great mixture. And Andrew Luck hanging in there. And then when he needs to, getting rid of the football quickly.
Touchdown is confirmed. Andrew Luck's 100th career touchdown pass in the regular season. And Vinatieri makes it 17-0. Set up by the Mike Adams interception. Ball that was first tipped by Lowry. And then Luck finds Doyle.
For a limited time at Chili's, mix and match fajitas come with free bottomless chips and salsa. Fill the fajitas with your Fresh Mex favorites and let the free chips and salsa flow.
Don't just watch the game. Open up a can of football with a crisp, refreshing Bud Light.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it feels different. Now you press lightly to peak and deeper to pop. It changes how easily you can peek a flight, check a post, search for dinner. Ooh, you guys are gonna love that place. You can find a getaway easier. Yeah, go there. And find music easier. Wait, are you listening to your own song?
No, I was, hello?
So pretty much everything you do feels different. And that's what's changed.
Oh boy, this is a crucial situation.
So what do we think?
A lot on the line here.
Guys, what do you got?
167 to the pen.
Winds 8 knots out of the west.
Every player's gone long today.
Joe.
Great.
Take a more comprehensive approach to advice.
It's the 8.
That's the MetLife perspective. See how a MetLife Premier Client Group representative working with a team can create a truly diversified portfolio to help grow and safeguard your assets.
That's a beautiful shot.
Welcome to the Church of the Unlocked Mind.
All aboard the crazy train.
Once you're inside this cult,
People have disappeared.
there's no way out.
We're going in.
New NCIS LA, CBS this Monday.
You are watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50.
Next on 60 Minutes tonight, the largest and most complex machine ever made, and its mission sounds like science fiction, plus a front row seat at the hottest show on Broadway. That's coming up on 60 Minutes tonight. The Colts have scored on their last 3 drives, 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and Denver has its largest deficit this season.
You had a great game today, buddy.
Not really. He's just not good, which is a shame because he does have a passion for football. Or at least watching it. Maybe he could be a famous commentator with his own catchphrase and a bunch of fancy suits.
Wasn't he awesome?
Yeah.
November 25th, when the asteroid that destroyed the dinosaurs misses, Earth won't know what hit it.
Get ready for the wild. Watch this.
From the creators of Inside Out.
Let's go! Yeah, I got you! You little...
Disney Pixar's The Good Dinosaur. In 3D, rated PG.
New Tuesday.
No way!
A pill gave him extraordinary mental powers.
I have a very particular set of skills.
But this time, he's in way over his head.
Nice space. Honest feedback could be a little bit more intimidating. Maybe a Shark Tank. Take him out that way.
New Limitless. CBS Tuesday, or stream it live or on demand.
The Broncos have run into a buzzsaw at the start of this one. Coming into the week, 1 of 4 unbeatens. The other 3 have already won for the 8th time. The Bengals on Thursday night. Patriots and Panthers today. Manning's pass on first down is over to Sanders for about 6. Now Colt Anderson comes in at strong safety for Mike Adams.
I think a really big key, haven't talked about it yet, when you talk about this Colts defense, can the inside guys stop the run so they can keep the safeties back and take some pressure off of these corners against very fast wide receivers.
Go. 2nd and 5, and they're blitzing, and Peyton's going long with it, and he's got a man, and it's incomplete, no flag. That was his first target of Vernon Davis.
Oh, I tell you, Vernon Davis, I thought he had a chance to get that.
I first looked up and I thought, man, look at Emmanuel Sanders flying, and it was the tight end split wide.
Colt Anderson, you better get on that horse and run. It might have grabbed that. Does he grab the arm? That's what does it. That's why he doesn't get his hands up to get the catch. That's what they want to see from Vernon Davis. Get him down the field. That's his greatest attribute, how fast he is.
3rd and 5. It's the shortest 3rd down situation of the game for the Broncos. And what a catch it is. Sanders on the spot. He's got the first. Just inches across the 30. That's enough.
Yep, against Vernon Davis's brother.
That's the first time that Vernon and Vontae have actually played in the same NFL game. They've had situations where it could have come up, but one of them was injured. First down carry that time by Anderson for a couple. He had Vontae in his 7th year and Vernon in his 10th year, and here they are before the game. Vontae there, 21. He's the younger brother by 4.5 years. 2nd and 8. Go. Manning trying to hit Sanders, and at the last minute, Toller got a hand in there.
Just a beautiful play by Greg Toller. Greg Toller, Vontae Davis, both corners. Here it comes down the sideline. Just looking, and he sees the eyes of the receiver look up. And that's when he goes for the hand in front and tries to rake the football. The inside hand, the proper way to do it. When those two are healthy, the Colts defense can blitz more and do more. They've been beat up this season, but boy, they look fresh today.
Boy, they've taken a couple of deep shots at that Colts secondary, and it's 3rd and 8. And again, they go deep and in the direction of Andre Caldwell. Colquitt will have to punt again.
Well, that's what we've seen. I've seen more from Peyton Manning this year under Gary Kubiak. If you're going to give them a chance, they're going to throw the football deep down the sideline one-on-one. It's quite a few of them today. No connection so far. Tell you what, if I was a defensive back, Jim, it'd make me nervous, though.
Well, there's 3 passes that went more than 20 yards down the field in the air with the pass. None of them connected. 4th punt now for Britton Colquitt.
We got time.
Gray. That's about a 3-yard run back off a 48-yard punt. Football back to Indianapolis. 5.5 to go, first half.
I hold it down like a Snapchat. Go over your head like a snapback. Uploaded a pic, double tap that. And your flow so old, granddad. Bruh, it's just banter. I'm way too much like a black cap. Why you stop chatting in the club for? Just dance, man. Like yo fam a lamb, yo fam a lamb. Ain't no girl better than. I ain't got time to be ticked off. But I got a new wristwatch. Bang dang dang dang. Bang dang dang dang. Bang dang 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 dang.
there's more than one route to the top. The 2016 Lexus LS and the new LX. Each offering leading-edge comfort, safety, and performance technologies. The ultimate in refinement meets the ultimate in capability. This is the pursuit of perfection.
That's a first-rate queso dip. Haven't been this lost in years.
Recalculating shortest route.
Do I really look like this?
And put it on top.
Never seen this one before.
Chicken parm, you taste so good.
I like it.
Wednesday, discover a hospital where young doctors learn to be great.
You guys aren't a thing, are you?
No. Code Black, new CBS this Wednesday.
With the first pick of the draft.
With the first pick in the 2012 NFL Draft.
The Indianapolis Colts select.
The Indianapolis Colts select.
Quarterback. Peyton Manning.
Andrew Luck.
Serious symmetry right there for these two. There is a third overall #1 pick in the building as well today, John Elway.
You know what I think of when I see that? Peyton Manning told the Colts, if you don't take me, I'm going to beat your rear ends for the next 15 years.
There's Gore. Give him 2. Let's send it to Tracy Wolfson.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. We saw Colts safety Mike Adams get hurt in that interception. He's in the locker room. They were looking at his left ankle. They were also looking at his hamstring. He spent a lot of time down on the sidelines before they took him in, though. He did not want to go inside, but they needed further evaluation. His status right now, unknown, Jim.
And there is Colt Anderson. In for Adams. 2nd and 8, meanwhile, for the Indy offensive attack, which has been absolutely magnificent to this point. That's Gore for 7. Just imagine if they're able to produce a drive here, use up most of the time in the first half. They also get the second half kickoff.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think to so many things. You know, we hear a lot of stuff from coaches, and you think it's coach speak, but after we talk to the Colts, what did Chuck Pagano say to us? We're so close. And then, you know, Jim, we watch all the games. I go, yep, a little break here. They played great against a Carolina team, or fought it out with them and lost in overtime. Of course, we see what happened to Green Bay down there today also.
He says we know we can play with anybody. Our mission is to start the game like we finish. There's Gore with the first down on 3rd and short.
The offensive line.
We get Luck come over and pick him up.
Oh, yeah, man. Everybody's involved. I love it. But the blocking inside, how about they just crush it? Down inside, you get Andre Johnson leading the way for Frank Gore. And then again, Frank Gore, what I love is he is making the right decision with the football every run. Catch him off balance with the screen. And the offensive line, they are feeling it, man.
12 carries, 59 yards for Gore, and a touchdown. Bradshaw takes his place on the field. Here's Luck. Pressure by his feet, and it's incomplete. That's Von Miller. Your weekend starts with a good one. Thursday night, Rex Ryan comes back to visit the Jets. The Bills and the Jets, both winners today. Thursday Night Football on NFL Network. We'll see you then.
Ryan, coach to the Jets. We see that. Look at that. The New York Jets won 4 of the last 4 home games versus Buffalo. And Jim, you will not have time to read all the articles that we're going to see this week about the Bills and the Jets.
I'm going to try.
I know you will. But there's going to be a lot of talking from one side. I guess you know who.
2nd and 10. Incomplete. That was Ward defending on Dwayne Allen.
Well, like I said, they're not going to sit back and just let you, as Hank Stram would say, your great friend, they're our great friend Jim, matriculate down the field. That's what they've been doing. So Wade Phillips is going to force them to throw the football And then his guys, so far, the coverage been very good.
Interesting matchup. Wade Phillips, defensive coordinator. Rob Chudzinski, offensive coordinator for the Colts. They were on the same staff together at San Diego back in 05 and 06. Good friends. Matching up today. 3rd and 10. And with pressure, Luck able to get away from it. And boy, is that close. What an effort by Luck.
Unbelievable. Tough to football. Saw it, didn't take a chance. And I'll tell you what, if I was Gary Kubiak, I would be ready to challenge this spot. They give it the first down. When did the knee go down?
He really had to get right to the 47 for the first.
Yes, it was so close, and I don't know if there's a mark on the field that would allow you to see it clearly and win that challenge, but when you get marks that close, especially when he's going that fast, that knee hits before the ball is going to hit the ground.
That play is underway. So onward they go without a challenge, and we're approaching the 2-minute warning. Colts have 2 timeouts. And the Broncos have used one here, their first. 17-0 Indianapolis, and looking for more.
I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo.
How do you know all this?
I'm a son. I want you to train me.
Your father was special. I don't know if you are. See this guy here? That's the toughest opponent you're ever going to face.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, somebody help!
If I fight, you fight.
Bring back everything that's ever hurt you. You belong here.
Creed, rated PG-13, in theaters this Thanksgiving.
Hey, honey.
You did it again.
What?
Yeah, where's the fence?
The fence is missing?
What? Where is it?
Baby, I had to. The fence worked great last week. We got on the Jumbotron. Let's go.
Just bring it back.
We're good. Let's go.
How much do we love football?
Go Cardinals.
You have no idea. Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
I take Prilosec OTC each morning for my frequent heartburn, because you can't beat zero heartburn. Ah, the sweet taste of victory.
Prilosec OTC, 1 pill each morning, 24 hours, zero heartburn.
Danny Trevathan 000 is my go-to protein snack.
Protein from yogurt?
Yep, this Greek non-fat yogurt packs 15 grams of protein punch.
But what else?
It has 0 added sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners, and 0 fat. Dannon Oikos 000.
Dannon.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Creed. This Thanksgiving, fight for your name. T-Mobile. Ditch your carrier and switch to the uncarrier. And by Prilosec OTC, frequent heartburn medicine.
There you see the Colts recently partnering up with Thrive 360, fighting hunger through the 5th annual Million Meal Marathon event here at the stadium. The players and cheerleaders packing some meals. 2:16 to go.
Well, I'll say this, 2:16 to go. Andrew Luck, decisive, one of his best halves of football of the year, and his running the football is extremely important to this game.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So the Broncos have been shut out to this point. They have not been shut out in the first half in a stretch of 49 games. And a lot of folks will remember this one. It was October of 2012 at San Diego. Trailed 24-0 at halftime. Came back to win 35-24. Second and 15.
Number 70.
Pocket to Fleener. And that's Marshall on him.
Well, that saves time. The fact that they stopped the clock looked like Fleener was thrown out of bounds, and maybe going backwards, but they said no. So it Helps his Denver offense if they get the football back, saving time and timeouts.
Well, they restart the clock.
That's right.
And they said he
was outside of 2 minutes.
Hey, Chip, how'd the discount double check work for you?
Great. State Farm combined my home and auto, so saved me big. Just wish I double checked those 80s throwback uniforms, so. One for you. Cannot believe I found your size. Whoop. Look at that, huh? Could have sworn he said the 1880s. You liked them though, right?
No, I didn't.
It pays to double check. Save when you combine your home and auto insurance.
Got some folding to do.
Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Layover, 24 hours. Hello, Reykjavik. Oh, so that's how you spell it. What are you looking at? Oh, cool. Hungry. Fish, anyone? Hello, seventh waterfall of the day. Hello, duck boat. Hello, sheep. Oh, right, itchy Icelandic sweaters. And no foreign transaction fees. Sweet. One last look. Ah, triple points, and we're off. What's next?
Wherever the journey takes you, carry American Express Gold. It's more than a card. It's the gear that gets it done.
Microsoft Surface is used by NFL coaches and players on the sidelines of every game, and now presents the in-game adjustment of the week.
1, 2, 3,
Last week, the Broncos defense adjusted to shut down quarterback Aaron Rodgers, as pressure from linebackers Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware helped limit Green Bay to 77 passing yards. Microsoft Surface, the official tablet of the NFL. Do great things.
It's been a long time.
Very.
The woman just lost friends.
Gibbs?
Look at me. Call 911.
New NCIS, followed by a new NCIS New Orleans, CBS this Tuesday.
Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, Coach Gower, all the scores and highlights. It's coming up on the Verizon halftime report. And there's Brandon Marshall, who was in on that last tackle. They took his helmet away. And they've taken him to the locker room. 3rd and 11 at the 2-minute mark. Luck's not getting away this time. That's DeMarcus Ware.
Well, the giveaway is when you see DeMarcus Ware inside, he's going to come outside to try to get to the quarterback, and it worked.
What's it like to be the boss of you? Pretty great. How about a 10% raise? How about 20? How about done? That's the kind of control I like. And that's what they give me at National Car Rental. I can choose any car in the aisle I want without having to ask anyone. Who better to be the boss of you than me? I mean, you. Us. Go National. Go like a pro.
A sack by DeMarcus Ware, which puts him into the top 10 all-time on the sack list with that one, and then the timeout by the Broncos, leaving them with 1. They're going to get another possession here before the intermission. McAfee's punt flies to the 24 and retreats a little bit.
Well, let's just take a look at the sack and just see how it happens. And here's 94. Now, he loves to use his speed, so he's going to loop around out here, and it just catches the left side of the line. Good timing. That's what it is. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. Now, just be one more. Blitzing or games like that inside, it's about timing, and a great job by DeMarcus Ware.
Let's see if the Broncos can get something going here for the first time. So far, Demaryius Thomas has only 1 catch. Here's the pass down the field, and that one is dropped by Sanders, who was open.
Cleared it out in the inside with Owen Daniels. Sanders comes underneath. Tight end up the field. On the outside, you see Sanders cut under. And looks like he just wanted to run with the football a little quick. Or when you're a little hurt, Jim, your concentration can lapse, and it almost looked like that could have been the case there.
Yeah, and he's been walloped a couple of times, including the first play of the game, 2nd and 10. Pressure on Manning, and he is knocked down, incomplete.
You could just say pressure by everybody. Kendall Langford, number 90, just big and just barrels in there. And if there's a weakness of this offense, obvious passing situations, can they give Peyton Manning enough time to set up and throw the football down the field?
7th time the Broncos have faced 3rd and at least 8. And Denver calls a timeout. Now they fail to do anything with this next down. That'll give the Colts a chance with their 2 timeouts. Do a little business before halftime. And at the half, we will be going back with the Verizon halftime report. All the guys standing by for the update on all the scores and highlights. What a early set of games we saw today.
Shoot, what a game we're seeing here now. I mean, just the fact that it's 17-0. How about this Colts defense? What's the story? Greg Minuski, what pretty funny guy, you said, full of energy, and you know his age when he said to us the other day, we're getting our groove back. I was like, when I say groove, you know, it's,
you don't hear that word.
You don't hear too much.
That one kind of disappeared about 15 years ago. 3rd and 10. Manning's pass incomplete. Toller was there to defend it against Sanders.
The pass was absolutely perfect. The coverage was even better. Talked about it earlier. Peyton Manning gets time. He gets that second hop, and he, even though he goes to the ground, plenty of time to throw it. Watch top of your screen. How about that? Good timing all over.
Last 5 passes have been incomplete. He's 9 of 22. There's the punt by Colquitt. Picked up by Bray. 124 for the Colts.
Yeah,
2 timeouts. 17-0 lead.
Gosh dang, it looked like you at the last wedding we were at, Jim, doing spins and getting your groove back. I like it.
A triple sow cow.
That's it, man. But you know, listen, I'm just saying, why would you take that chance right there? You know, just the situation, the game, manage it. That hit came quick after the catch.
From the 27. Pick up a little yardage, just 3 on the completion to Fleener. And they'll hurry to the line and conserve the timeouts.
And you see this, everything with caution. Andrew Luck, I've said it, decision making has been perfect so far.
Pocket is sealed. Running out of time, and he throws it back in the direction of Fleener.
You sit here and you watch this first half, you think, wow, the Colts have been on the field a lot. This Denver defense is going to get tired. And my answer to that is, no, they won't, because they play so many guys.
It's going to be an interesting play call here because the Broncos are out of timeouts. Luck got hit here by Ware.
Yep, almost caught. Oh,
and
got
then
hit.
Jackson underneath there, and
definitely a personal foul that's missed.
Yeah, if you run it here, if you fail to pick up the first and you run it, you pretty much take away any chance that Denver could do something before the half.
You run it. That's what I would do.
Here's a timeout by Indianapolis. Well, you saw this one coming, didn't you?
Oh, yes. It's great.
I mean, here's a team that put up this 17-point rally on Monday night at Carolina. They get into overtime, take the lead on a field goal, and still manage to lose that game.
You know, look, we never know. We think, you know, sometimes we get a feel for a game. I, of course, did not have any sensation or feelings that it could be like this. But I'll go back to what I saw on Friday. how hard they were practicing, the energy. And I expected really to go in and see a somber team because they just lost. And, you know, they had Pep Hamilton, the offensive coordinator here before, who had so much success and so many players loved him. But they were ready to go here today.
They're going to run it with Bradshaw, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Is that, would you say that was the hardest, most intense you've ever seen a team practice on a Friday?
Absolutely. It was. And I kept saying, you know, that was, and they all, no, we practice like this every Friday. Okay, yeah. I've only been following the league, you know, 40 years or whatever it is. I don't know. Long time. And I've been to a lot of Friday practices.
Well, you had to wonder, how was this team going to respond? All the tumult during the week as they jettisoned Pep Hamilton, you know, all these reports about a players only meeting and other reports that they're upset about the front office is making decisions on player lineups and who's participating. And anyway, they have certainly responded in such a big way. Some were thinking it might go the other way. Here's the punt by McAfee. A lot of hang time. And a run back attempt. It's Bolden down the sideline. Can you believe it? With no time left, Bolden takes it the distance. 84 yards.
And it's never over with this Broncos team, even if it had been 17-0 at half, because they're so explosive on both sides of the ball. And we just saw it in special teams. That will change the attitude of both teams tremendously as they go in at halftime.
Boy, McAfee knocked down a guy who was trying to throw a block on him. He just shoved him to the ground, David Bruton. But Omar Bolden, it's now officially 83 yards, started handling the return chores, the punt return chores, because Emmanuel Sanders got nicked early in this game. This usually belongs to Emmanuel. He had not returned a punt this season before this game. Bolden completely changes the tenor of things here to close out the first half with an electrifying return. His first career touchdown.
You thought Chuck Pagano would have to go in at halftime and settle his guys down because they were so excited. Now he's got to find a way to go in there and pick up their spirits.
Let's go down to Tracy.
Well, Coach, what a start offensively, but then the return there for the touchdown. What do you say to your guys when you go into the locker room?
We got to move on. We got to keep playing. We did play a great half until that last kick and play, and it is what it is, but we got to move on.
What has been the biggest difference with your offense so far in this game?
You know what? Efficiency. You know, they're getting in and out of the huddle. Offensive guys are doing a great job. We're getting some positive yards on the ground. It's opened up things in the pass game.
Thanks a lot. Jim?
Completely dominated the first half, and then just a lightning bolt to close out the second quarter. Omar Bolden. 17-7 Indianapolis. Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. As Dick Enberg would say, Omar, oh my.
Oh my.
Anyway.
Where's Supergirl?
I'm gonna go talk to him.
And if he doesn't want to talk?
And I punch him real hard until he falls down. That always seems to work.
New Supergirl, CBS Monday. Tom Selleck stars in a new Blue Bloods, CBS this Friday.
On his legendary quest, Jack went looking for a man known simply as the Onion Whisperer. The Onion said, "You must prepare me 3 ways, then put it all on a burger and make a commercial about it." And that's the legend of the Cheddar Onion Buttery Jack.
Crispy, grilled, and caramelized onion aioli. The Cheddar Onion Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family.
Hey, is that it? I think that's it.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Fantastic. All right. Oh, gosh. All right. I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up, Rusty. I'm keeping up. What's going on? JJ, nice to meet you. Not too much. Just trying to keep up. Keep it going, Rusty.
Know exactly what you're looking for?
Don't waste time hunting all over. Start your search online at KendallFordofMeridian.com and find the right rig at the right price from a company that cares.
Hunting for a great deal on a new truck or SUV? Check out the brand new 2016 Explorer and Escape and get huge discounts on all F-150s and Super Duties. Take a test drive today or shop online at KendallFordofMeridian.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Watch anchor Brent Hunsaker weeknights on KBOI2 News at 10.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm James Brown with the scores from today's early games. Oakland and Pittsburgh, a shootout there today that the Steelers won. Both teams combined for 1,037 yards. Chris Boswell's game-winning 18-yard field goal, won it with 2 seconds left. Antonio Brown, franchise record, 17 receptions, 284 yards. Ben Roethlisberger did leave the game with a left foot injury. Tennessee wins its first game under interim coach Mike Mularkey. Marcus Mariota, a 5-yard touchdown pass to Anthony Fasano, won it. That was his 4th touchdown of the day. And meanwhile, the New York Jets improved to 5-3. The Jets end their 2-game losing streak with that victory. Their defense impressive. 6 sacks, forced 4 turnovers, and scored 14 points off of the turnovers. Buffalo improves to 4-4. The Bills end their 2-game losing streak. Bills rushed for 266 yards and 3 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Carolina remains perfect, 8-0 with the win over Green Bay. Panthers have won 12 straight games going back to last year. Cam Newton in the MVP discussion threw for 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he had a rushing touchdown. New England just methodical. They're 8-0. Brady robotic, 299 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. LeGarrette Blount, 129 yards. He gets it done on the ground. And it was Minnesota winning it in overtime. Blair Walsh, a 40-yard game-winning field goal. The Vikings improved to 6-2. Peterson, 125 yards on the ground. Coming up, all the highlights. We'll have those for you when the Verizon Halftime Report continues on CBS.
Critics are calling The Late Show with Stephen Colbert ambitiously creative, wickedly smart, a must-see, and the coolest show in late night. Only CBS.
New Tuesday.
No way!
A pill gave him extraordinary mental powers.
I have a very particular set of skills.
But this time, he's in way over his head.
Nice space. Honest feedback could be a little bit more intimidating. Maybe a Shark Tank. Take him out that way.
New Limitless. CBS Tuesday, or stream it live or on demand. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. With Verizon, you have football in the palm of your hand. Watch live, local, and primetime games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. It's included only on Verizon. I'm James Brown, along with the full house, Coach Tony, Bart, and Boomer. All right to the highlights we go.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh, a wild game, but boy, a bad sight here for Steeler fans. Ben Roethlisberger right here going to get sacked by Alden Smith. His left foot gets rolled up on. MRI is being done tonight as we speak. More information to come from that. Landry Jones, though, came in. He's going to hit Antonio Brown for this. He'll take it down. Antonio Brown on the day. How about this? He has 17 catches, 284 yards. And that will lead to this Chris Boswell game-winning field goal. Antonio, what about your day?
Well, we know W is going to be key. You know, it's November football. If we want to be a team that we desire to be and play playoff football, we got to find a way to win games. And we're thankful for this one today.
Hey guys, in the midst of a furious fourth quarter comeback, Aaron Rodgers on 4th and goal is going to throw an interception right here to Thomas Davis. The Carolina Panthers stay undefeated. They go 8-0. Green Bay falls to 6-2 in a tie with the Vikings in the NFC North.
All right, tough game here, guys. Rams at the Vikings. A little chippy. Teddy Bridgewater scrambles. He's going to get hit by LaMarcus Joyner. He is out on the turf, would leave the game and not return. In overtime, Blair Walsh, he nails this 40-yard field goal for the win. The Vikings win. After the game, Michael Zimmer addresses the media.
Well, I thought it was a really hard-fought game. I know we played very clean on our side of the ball. I do know that there's a history there of their defensive coordinator I'll leave it at that.
It's not the first quarterback that's been hit going into a slide, so.
You hear the frustration in Mike Zimmer's voice. It's a history there. You talk about Bounty Gate. It was reference to that. But as a player, we always knew if you went against a Jeff Fisher team that they're going to play past the whistle, through the whistle. So we always told each other, protect your teammates. And you see the frustration, and it's a history of this. And you even go with my comments about Jim Schwartz and going against the Lions as well.
Denver at Indy first half thoughts.
I think it's all about the Indianapolis defense. They look like the Denver defense in the past. In the first half, I mean, Peyton Manning, 9 of 22, 80 yards. 15 yards rushing right now. The only thing that's kept Denver in this game was that punt return at the end of the half.
Why wouldn't Pat McAfee kick that ball out of bounds? Maybe he was trying to do that, I don't know, but that's exactly what I would have done. Just kick it out of bounds. Don't give them a chance to run it back.
And one thing you have to talk about, too, Andrew Luck is playing lights out right now. Give that offensive line a lot of credit for him.
All right, week 10 of the league starts with Thursday Night Football only on NFL Network. It's an AFC East Division rivalry featuring the Bills at the Jets. And the Verizon halftime report will continue after this.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Watch live local games on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
Tracy Wolfson, we've got one of the unbeatens against one of the unknowns.
Really, two unknowns. Indianapolis Colts 3-5. That surprises everybody. And of course, the play of Andrew Luck has been a mystery to everybody in the league. We'll see if he can correct some of the mistakes he's had this year here today.
This game is being broadcast in Spanish. We're available.